Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Mr. English Lab. This is the place where we make learning English easy, slow, and very fun. I'm your host, Sophie.
And I am Jack. Hello, Sophie, and a big hello to all our wonderful listeners around the world. Whether you are driving to work, drinking tea, or lying in bed, we are so happy you are here with us today.
How are you feeling today, Jack? You look like you need a second cup of coffee.
You are right, Sophie. I am a little bit sleepy. That is a good word for our beginners. Sleepy means you want to go back to sleep. I am awake, but my brain is still in bed.
Well, I hope this conversation wakes you up. Today, we are talking about something everyone does. We are talking about daily routines.
Routines. That sounds like a boring word, doesn't it? Routine. It sounds like work.
Maybe, but our routines tell the story of our lives, what we do in the morning, what we eat for lunch, and how we relax at night. It's the perfect way to practice present simple verbs in English.
Exactly. I wake up. I eat. I go. Very simple, but very important. But before we start our long journey through the day, we have a tiny favor to ask.
Yes, if you enjoy our voices and our lessons, please click that like button. It's the little thumb pointing up. It helps us reach more English learners like you.
And if you are new, hit subscribe. Join the Mr. English Lab family. Also, we love comments. Tell us where you are listening from. Are you in China, Brazil, France? Let us know.
Okay, Jack, let's start the clock. Let's talk about the very first part of the day, the morning. For me, the morning is the best part of the day. I call it the golden hour. Everything is fresh, everything is new.
The golden hour. Sophie, for me, the morning is the dark ages. It starts with a terrible sound, the alarm clock.
Oh, come on, Jack. Don't you like waking up to a new day?
No, my alarm clock goes beep, beep, beep at 7 a.m. It sounds like a police car in my bedroom. It's loud and angry. What do? I use the most dangerous button in the world.
Let me guess, the snooze button?
Yes, snooze, S-N-O-O-Z-E. For our students, to snooze means to sleep for a few more minutes after the alarm goes off. I press it once, 5 minutes. I press it twice, 10 minutes. I press it 3 times, and suddenly it's 7:45 a.m.
Jack, that's nearly an hour of snoozing. That's why you're always running. My morning is very different. I don't use a loud alarm. I use a sunrise alarm. It wakes me up with soft light and the sound of birds singing.
Birds singing in your bedroom?
No, it's a recording. It's very peaceful. I wake up at 6 a.m. The house is silent, no cars on the street. I stay in bed for 5 minutes and I breathe deeply. It's very calm.
I am never calm in the morning. I am stressed. I jump out of bed because I'm late. I run to the kitchen. I don't walk, I run. Why? Because I need my black gold.
You mean coffee?
Yes, coffee. I have a big coffee machine. I put in the beans. Grrr. The smell is heaven. I drink a huge cup of black coffee. No sugar, no milk. I want to feel the caffeine in my blood.
That sounds very intense, Jack. I like coffee too, but I'm a latte girl. I like my coffee with a lot of warm, frothy milk. I sit at my small table by the window. I watch the sun come up. It's beautiful.
While you're watching the sun, I'm looking at my phone. I know, it's a bad habit, but I check my messages, I check the weather, and I check the news.
I try to stay away from my phone for the first hour. It's better for the mind. But let's talk about food. Breakfast. They say it's the most important meal of the day.
Is it? I usually forget to eat breakfast, or I eat something very fast while I'm putting on my socks, a banana or a piece of dry toast. It's very sad, Sophie.
That is sad. I love breakfast. I usually spend 20 minutes making something healthy. Sometimes it's oatmeal with blueberries and honey. Sometimes it's a bowl of yogurt with nuts. And on weekends, I make scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs. That's a good phrase. It's when you mix the eggs together in a pan, right?
Correct. They're soft and yellow and delicious with a little bit of black pepper.
Stop! You are making me hungry, and we still have to talk about the rest of the day.
After breakfast, I have to get ready for work. This is the part where I spend a lot of time in the bathroom. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, and I fix my hair.
Me too. Well, I don't spend a lot of time on my hair. I just use a little bit of water and done. But I do spend time in the shower. I love a hot shower. It's like a warm hug for my body.
I agree. A hot shower is great, especially in the winter. But then comes the most difficult question of the day. What should I wear?
This is a classic problem for you, Sophie.
It is. I open my closet, I see 20 shirts, 10 pairs of pants, and 5 dresses. And I say, I have nothing to wear. Everything is old. Nothing matches.
Match is a good word. It means when two things look good together, like a blue shirt and blue shoes. They match.
Exactly. I try on a red dress. No, too bright. I try on a white shirt. No, too formal. It takes me 15 minutes to decide.
You need my system, Sophie. I call it the uniform system. I have 5 blue shirts, all exactly the same. I have 3 pairs of gray pants, all exactly the same. I don't have to think. I just grab a shirt, grab some pants, and I am ready in 2 minutes.
Jack, that's so boring. Don't you want to look stylish?
I want to look simple, and I want to save my brain for more important things, like what I'm going to have for lunch.
Okay, so we are dressed. Now we have to leave the house. This is the commute, the journey from home to work.
I hate the commute. I live in the city, so I take the subway, or the underground, as they say in London. It is always crowded.
Crowded means there are too many people, right?
Yes, so many people. We're like sardines in a tin. Everyone is holding their phones. No one is talking. It's a bit lonely, actually. But I use that time to learn. I put on my headphones and I listen to a podcast or an audiobook.
That's a very good way to use your time. I drive my car to work. It's more comfortable than the subway because I have my own space. I can sing loudly in my car and no one can hear me.
What do you sing, Sophie? 80s pop music?
Maybe, but the problem is the traffic. Sometimes there are so many cars that I don't move for 10 minutes. I just sit there, stop and go, stop and go. It can be very frustrating.
Frustrating. That means you feel a little bit angry because you can't do what you want to do.
Yes, I just want to get to the office. But eventually I arrive, I park my car, and I walk into the building. My workday begins.
So, we are at the office, or maybe you work from home. Many people work from home now.
I work in an office 3 days a week. When I arrive, the first thing I do is say good morning to my colleagues. It's important to be polite.
Polite, being nice to others, I agree. I work from home mostly, so my colleague is my cat, Bella. I say, "Good morning, Bella," and she just looks at me like I'm crazy.
Poor Jack. So what is your morning at work like?
It's a mountain of emails. I open my computer and I see 50 new messages. Jack, do this. Jack, where's that report? Jack, we have a meeting at 10. My fingers are flying on the keyboard all morning.
My morning is full of meetings. We sit in a room or on a Zoom call and we talk. We plan projects, we solve problems. Sometimes meetings are interesting, but sometimes they are very long and boring.
I know the feeling. Around 11:30 a.m., my stomach starts to make a noise. Grumble, grumble. That's the lunch bell in my head.
Ah, lunchtime, the best break of the day. Jack, do you go out for lunch?
Usually, yes. There's a small deli near my house. They make the best sandwiches. I usually get a turkey club sandwich with lots of mayo and a bag of chips. It's not very healthy, but it makes me happy.
I'm a meal prepper.
A meal prepper? What is that?
It's a person who prepares their food at home before they go to work. Every Sunday, I cook a big pot of soup or I make a large salad. I put them in plastic containers, so every morning I just grab one from the fridge.
That is so organized. You're saving money and staying healthy.
Yes, and I always try to leave the office during lunch. I go to the park, I sit on a bench, and I eat my salad. I need the fresh air. If I stay at my desk all day, I feel like a robot.
I agree. You need a break for your eyes and your brain. After lunch, we have the afternoon. This is the hardest part of the routine.
Why do you say that?
Because of the 3 p.m. slump.
Oh, the slump. That's when you feel very, very tired after lunch.
Yes, my eyes start to close. I'm reading a document and suddenly my head hits the desk. I need more energy. Some people drink more coffee. I usually have a piece of chocolate or a cookie. Sugar is my friend in the afternoon.
I prefer green tea. It has a little bit of caffeine, but it's very gentle. And I like to eat an apple. It's crunchy and sweet.
An apple is good, but a chocolate chip cookie is better. Anyway, after the struggle, the clock finally hits 5 p.m. or maybe 6 p.m. The work day is over.
Now we come to the part of the day where we unwind. To unwind means to relax after being very busy.
For me, the journey home is faster because I am excited. I get off the subway, I walk to my door, and I hear a sound. Meow.
Bella!
Yes, Bella is waiting for her dinner. She doesn't care about my day. She doesn't ask, "How was work, Jack?" She just says, "Feed me, human." So I feed the cat, and then I change my clothes. I take off my work clothes, and I put on my home clothes.
What are home clothes for you?
A very old, very soft t-shirt and some sweatpants. Do you know sweatpants, Sophie?
Of course. They are the loose, comfortable pants we wear for exercise or for relaxing. They are the best.
Exactly. When I put on my sweatpants, I feel like a new man. I am officially off duty.
My evening is a bit more active. When I get home, my dog Max is waiting for me. He has so much energy. He wants to go for a walk. So even if I am tired, I put on my sneakers and we go to the park.
Is it hard to walk the dog when it's raining or cold?
Sometimes. But when I see Max jumping and wagging his tail, I feel happy. It's good for me too. We walk for about 30 minutes. Then we come home and it's time for dinner.
Dinner is a big event for you, right? You like to cook.
I love it. Cooking is my hobby. I put on some music, maybe some jazz, and I start chopping vegetables. Carrots, onions, peppers. I love the sound of the knife on the cutting board. Chop, chop, chop. Tonight, I am making a vegetable stir-fry with ginger and soy sauce.
Wow, that sounds like a restaurant meal. My dinner is much simpler. I am a frozen pizza expert. I take the pizza out of the box, I put it in the oven, I wait 12 minutes, and dinner is served.
Jack, you need to eat more vegetables. Pizza every night is not good for you.
Not every night. Sometimes I have cereal for dinner. Don't look at me like that, Sophie. I'm a bachelor. It's part of the lifestyle.
Okay. After dinner, what do you do to relax? Do you watch TV?
I do. I'm a big fan of streaming services like Netflix or YouTube. I love comedies. I want to laugh. Life is serious enough, so in the evening, I want to see something funny. I sit on my sofa, Bella sits on my lap, and we watch 2 or 3 episodes of a show.
I watch TV sometimes, but I prefer reading. I have a big bookshelf in my living room. I love novels, stories about people and different places. I find that reading helps my brain slow down. If I watch a screen for too long, I can't sleep.
That's interesting. I find that the TV helps me sleep. I usually fall asleep on the sofa with the remote control in my hand.
That's not good for your neck, Jack. Finally, the day is ending. It is time for the bedtime routine. This is very important for a good night's sleep.
My routine is wake up on the sofa, look at the clock, say, "Oh no, it's midnight," brush my teeth very fast, and jump into bed.
That's not a routine. That's a disaster. My bedtime is at 10 p.m. I have a ritual. First, I drink a cup of herbal tea, chamomile tea. It's very relaxing. Then I go to the bathroom and I have a skincare routine.
Skincare, like lotions and creams?
Yes, I wash my face, I put on some moisturizer, and I make sure my skin is hydrated. Then I put on my pajamas. I like silk pajamas because they're very soft.
I just wear a big t-shirt. Much easier.
Once I am in bed, I don't look at my phone. I read my book for 10 minutes. Then I turn off the lamp. I say goodnight to Max, and I am asleep in 2 minutes. I get 8 hours of sleep every night.
8 hours? I'm lucky if I get 6. I stay awake thinking about things. Did I send that email? What should I cook tomorrow? But eventually, my eyes get heavy and I fall asleep too. And then the circle starts again.
Yes, the circle of life, or the circle of the routine.
Well, Sophie, that was a lot of talking. We went from 7 a.m. to midnight.
We did, and I hope our listeners learned some useful words today. Words like snooze, commute, crowded, unwind, and scrambled.
Those are great words. To all our friends listening, what is your favorite part of the day? Do you love the morning like Sophie, or are you a night owl like me?
Yes, please tell us in the comments. We want to know about your routine. What do you eat for breakfast? Do you have a pet? Let's talk.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to Mr. English Lab. Your support means everything to us.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We know you're busy, so we're happy you chose to learn English with Jack and Sophie.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will see you in the next episode.
Have a wonderful day or a wonderful night.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.